Hello, welcome to EFCTV. So this video is basically it's all gonna be my opinion on what it is. It's just three players that I think could make a good impact on the Everton squad going forward. If they're coming off the bench, if they're just a backup player, if they're fighting for a certain position. It's all solely my opinion, but it will be backed up with some actual facts from the season that has just finished. So the first player, you would have seen him if you watched my last video, is a player we are actually linked with, and that is Ben Foster. So what I've done, so as you can see, I've got his stats, and then to the right, if you look at the top, it says JP equals and then stats of this season in the games. I'm comparing them to Jordan Pickford's stats this season. So although Ben Foster is 37 years of age, he has still managed to make 23 more saves than Jordan Pickford. Bear in mind, they've both played the same amount of games, got the same amount of clean sheets. He's made 23 more saves. He has also made +2 punches, so let's say that's the ball coming in from a corner, he's come out and punched the ball away. He has made 6 more high claims, so let's say once again the ball crosses in, he will come out and catch the ball. And he's made 11 more sweeper clearances, so that's basically, if the ball gets played over the top, Ben Foster, one of his strongest attributes is he's not afraid to come off the line, so he will run out quickly, clear the ball. Whereas Jordan Pickford, he likes to come out and sort of turn it into a 1v1 situation or slow it down, or even just stay in the net and wait for his defenders to come. So I just think Ben Foster will be a good option as our second keeper, because obviously, although he is 37 years of age, the proof's in the pudding. These are actual facts off the Premier League website. He's made more saves, he catches the ball more, he clears the ball more, he made more penalty saves. So I just think that he will really push Pickford forward into becoming a better goalkeeper, because he knows that he has good competition within the club right now. It's Loschel, who was on loan to Huddersfield. Stekelenburg's now gone, and then it's just the young keepers coming through. So I do think Ben Foster is a good, cheap alternative to Pickford, and someone that will push him on. So our next player, so I wanted to choose a more of a defensive player, because I know that we've been linked with Anthony Robertson, the left back. We've been linked with Florenzi, the right back. So I've sort of went for a player who can play in a lot of positions at the back. So this player can play as a left back and a centre back. So it's Rami. I'm going to butcher this name. Ben Sebenini, whatever. So I've compared him to Luca Dean, because his main position is a left back, but he can play as a centre back, and realistically, Luca Dean is probably one of our best defenders, and as one of our best players at the club. So I just feel like it's a tough opponent to compare him to, but it also sets the pace of what sort of player he is. So he's got more goals than Luca Dean this season. He's got 5 goals. Luca Dean's got none. He has less assists. Bear in mind, he has played 19 games. Luca Dean played 35. So he's got less assists by 4. He's got less duels won by 34. So he's won. So he has contested 359 duels. He won 203 of them, where Luca Dean has won 239 duels. His aerial duels, he's won 50, contesting 82, and ground duels he has won 154, contesting 277, where Luca Dean has won 114 aerial duels and 96 ground duels, which on the Premier League website, there was other stuff that does come into it. Like Luca Dean made more tackles. Now he's blocked more shots, so on and so forth. Average passes, he has 39 per game, where Luca Dean has he has 37 per game. Sorry, whereas Luca Dean has 39. And the pass success rate, he's got 77% pass success rate, and Luca Dean has 74. His strong attributes are aerial duels and tackling, where Luca Dean's strong attributes are aerial duels, crossing, key passes and set pieces. So I've chosen him. He's 25. He's at a decent age. He's not too old. He's not too young. He clearly likes to go forward. You know, he's got goals. What I looked at, what that was quite interesting, is that he is a set piece taker as well. Set piece taker. So he can obviously, depending on who's on the field at the time, he can, you know, take some corners, have some free kicks. But even just as a sole defender, if we do need to use him as a centre back, you know, he does make challenges. He does contest in the air. He just looks like a solid player that we could use off the bench. If a player is injured, he could start. We could potentially try and use him as a right back. You know, if he can play left back and centre back, I'm sure he'll be able to play on the right side as well. So we just chose him because I also don't feel like he will be very expensive. I think we'll be able to get him for a decent price, and with the stats from last season, he looks like a very solid player. So now the next player that I've went for, so I wanted to go for an attacker, because that's what we've struggled with a lot, and it is Luis Alberto. He is 27 years of age, so I've compared him against Gylfi Sigurdsson. Bear in mind, Luis Alberto has played 41 games, where Sigurdsson's played 35. And so Luis Alberto has 4 more goals than Sigurdsson. He's got 12 more assists. He's got 15 assists. I think he was second highest in the Serie A. He makes 1.3 more key passes a game compared to Sigurdsson. His average passes, he's got 27 more per game, so that's a lot more than Sigurdsson when he comes in at 29, and his pass success rate is 83.5, where Sigurdsson's is 83.4, so there's not much splitting them there. Strong attributes are his key passes and his through balls, and Sigurdsson's strong attributes are his set pieces. So I chose Luis Alberto. He is 27, so he's matured as a player. He's brilliant at assisting. He's just a really good passer, which at the minute Everton needs, because what we struggle with is feeding the ball to the midfield, so then the midfield can feed it to the attackers. And one of this lad's key features are his through ball, so he'll be able to slot in the likes of Richarlison, Lewin, Moise Keane. So I just feel like, especially the assist, like, you know, we struggle to score goals at times, and you know, he scored a few goals himself, but he's known to be an assister, to pick out the pass that will obviously lead to the goal. So that's why I've chosen. So if you agree or even disagree with me, put a comment in the comments of the video telling me what player you would use instead. As I said, these are solely my opinions, but you know, I've got the stats to back it up. So if you've enjoyed the video, if you agree with me, leave a like, comment what you want me to do in the future, and thanks for watching.